Hello there, Seraphim 17 once again, introducing you to my Ghost Recon Future Soldier Elite Difficulty video walkthrough. This is Silent Talon, and this is a pretty long level, but a cool one because it's snowing. And I love snow levels on games. I'm not even too sure why. I think it's why I like The Lost Planet so much. But the cool thing about this level is it's diverse and you get to use the Warhound, which is the giant robot you've probably seen on the trailers. And if I'm completely honest, I expected there to be a lot more sequences where you use futuristic robots, because that seemed to be the thing this game was going for, but you only use it on this level, and that's it. Everything else is the quadrotor thing, the Recon UAV drone, and your guns. So if you're worried that it's going to get too technology, it really doesn't. It stays quite, quite tame. And this section here, all you have to do is kill all the people. It's not difficult, there's no set way to do it. I was trying to be more stealthy than you need to be, actually, and I thought I could shoot him through the canopy, but apparently I'm blowing up the Jeep, so, whatever way works. But you're going to kill these guys, it's going to kick off a little bit, and then you're going to be moving through the snowstorm and taking out installments. And all you want to be doing on pretty much this entire level is using the Warhound. Get yourself into cover, make sure you crouch so that you go invisible, and spam the Warhound. It's got infinite ammo, it's got really powerful weapons, and there's even a level-based challenge where you get all your kills from the machine, so it just makes so much more sense to do it. And it's a lot more fun. But I'm not too sure how interesting that's going to be to watch, so I'm probably going to talk about some different topics and things along those lines, because it's just how I roll, baby. And I've got to say this, because it's been on my mind a little bit recently, but I wish this was my job. I really do. I mean, the end goal from my channel and from making guides is always been to try and break into the gaming industry in any way I can. And it doesn't matter what position it is, be it a games tester, be it a developer, a producer, be it, a journalist for a game's website, anything, a reviewer, and an editor, anything, just literally a guide maker. Like, there's a lot of sites out there that heavily feature games that don't have that great guides for them. I mean, in fact, there's some websites that don't even have guides for them. Like, I know IGN has a lot of guide stuff, but a lot of other places don't even have them. Oh, don't even mind this section here. I was messing about with the Warhound guy, and the tank keeps knocking me out of cover with its artillery shell because I didn't kill it quick enough. So focus on the tank, don't mess about, and you'll not have to watch this nonsense that I'm watching right now. But, like, a lot of places don't have guide sections or anything like that, which gives me hope that maybe they will in the future and it'll be something I'll be able to apply to. Because I don't know any websites that are employing this kind of stuff, even if it's just capturing. Because I know that a lot of different sites will actually, enlist people to get them footage. They outsource it to people because it's not the most interesting job to do, and it's something that can be done by anybody with a capture device. And it'd just be so good to be able to focus on something that you enjoy, something that you love, and get paid for it and get affirmation for it, because as much as I enjoy doing it, the fact that there is no monetary gain, really, or there is no, result as far as money is concerned, is kind of a bummer. And not purely for me, but kind of for my family, because right now I don't have a job. I'm at university doing my last deadlines and everything, and I get that feeling that my family thinks I spend too much time doing this stuff and that it's never going to go anywhere, so ultimately it's futile and not really worth the time or the effort I'm putting into it. And it'd be nice to get that affirmation, to be able to show them that it's not just a silly hobby, or it's not just, a frivolity to do, or a phase. And it'd be awesome. And I listen to a lot of YouTubers that this is their job because they're pulling enough revenue from the ads and the views that they can afford to live off it. And some of them are really humble and don't really mention it too much and just enjoy themselves, which is awesome. But a lot of them mention how it's so much hard work and people don't realise how hard it is. And I'm just sitting there thinking, you make 2 videos a day that are 4 minutes long. What the fuck is hard about that? Try and commentating 30 videos that are 15 minutes long in one session. It's like, there is a fucking difference when it comes to that. There is a big difference, and I'm not saying that what I do is any more difficult than what anybody else does, because there's a lot of people that do what I do. I just like to think that the quality of my content is a lot higher than a lot of the other ones out there, because it's extremely saturated. And I've always been the type of guy that has the mentality that if you put your heart into something, you'll see nothing but success if you've got, you know, the patience, if you've got the integrity, and if you've got the willpower to make it work. And that is awesome. And it does help. I've got an awesome community now of people that enjoy my content, that come back and watch it, and it's humbling and it's enjoyable. I just wish it was my job. I really do. And I'm not unrealistic. I'm not one of these people that sits around dreaming and hoping and wishing for things, because you'll spend your life wishing and your life will pass you by, and nobody wants that. But at the same point, it'd be nice to get that epiphany moment. It'd be nice to get that breakthrough. And right now, I'm currently not at that. I'm not at that part of my life, so I'm not at that, you know, that fork in the road. And who knows how long it'll take. Maybe it'll never happen. But if I stay optimistic and I keep putting the work in, maybe some website will have an opening somewhere and I'll be able to get onto it, or maybe somebody will find me, will see it and be like, yo dog, it's pretty good work you're doing here, can you make some content for us? And I'll be like, fuck yeah. Because I've already made a guide for a website, inadvertently. I made the guide and then they asked if they could use it, and it's 2 websites in fact. But that never really came of anything, because the websites themselves are really good, but they're not very popular because nobody knows of them. And that's not a fail on my part, that's more a fail on their own part of publicising themselves. And these sites will tell you, even though I don't really believe it, that they're not really looking to be a massive site. But I don't get that. I don't understand starting any kind of business venture or any kind of, you know, passionate creative venture without hoping for the world. Because to me, if you're not trying your hardest and you're not aiming to be the best, why are you doing it? And this is not to try and get on anybody who doesn't think that way. If you enjoy to, you know, to scrape by, or if you enjoy to just, you know, do the bare minimum and get by that way, that's perfectly fine. Everybody has their own mentality, but to me, I can't do that. Because if it doesn't go my way, I'll always think, what if I tried harder? What if I did that better? What if I put more of myself into that? And it's just strange, really strange. And I think if you watch a lot of YouTube, it's kind of similar to watching a lot of news. You just get bummed out. And don't get me wrong, there is some awesome content on YouTube, but you'll click on some videos and you're like, how the fuck has this got all these views? It is the dumbest, stupidest, boringest nonsense I've ever seen. Like, people that do guides, and they're dying in the fucking video, man. What is that about? It's like, it's a guide where they don't know where they're going. They've left all the deaths in. They're getting stuck so that one part is now 5 parts, and yet there's 50,000 views. And then you think, is it the personality? Is it the information? Are they doing something that everybody's relating to? Is there something I can take from this video and put into my own content to hopefully benefit myself? And there's not. This is just some fucking dude who doesn't even have a grasp on the basics of the English language. He's just mumbling his way through with a bad mic. And then you look at how long the video's been online and you see that it's been 4 years, and it's like, 4 years is a long fucking time. I don't want to wait 4 years to get 50,000 views on a single video. That's the definition of failing in my mindset. It's just strange. And I don't know. Really strange. Like, I think I know 3 websites that deal in guide making. And they already have designated guide makers, and everybody else just kind of contributes to these sites. And I don't want to be a contributor. I want to be hired. I want to be a designated name on a website. Like when you go to your favourite games news website and you read an article or a review and you see it's been reviewed by the guy you want, you go and read that review. You go directly for that. You look out for that name, and I want to be that name. I want to be that brand. and you know, I've just got to keep building towards it. And if anybody's got any suggestions on how to make that a reality, if they know more than I do about this kind of industry, feel free to drop some comments. But perseverance seems to be the key at this moment in time, and that's exactly what we're doing on this level. And as you can see, all I'm doing is spamming the guided weapon of the Warhound, staying in cover, and just nuking it. And bear in mind, you have to be able to aim away from cover to use the shot, but wherever you aim seems to be where the rocket is launched from the Warhound, which is kind of weird, so you need to get used to how it handles. And ignore me here, because I couldn't see anybody, so I thought I'd fly how far I could get. But it failed, because it's only got limited fuel reserve. But Tom Clancy, I could remember reading something in the gaming news quite a while back, since there was some lawsuits happening with Tom Clancy. So I'm not too sure if that's been settled, you know, internally, in-house or what, but this game wouldn't have the name on it if it wasn't for him. Or maybe they've bought the rights from him or something. I probably should really research that before I start talking shit about it. I just couldn't remember there being something along those lines. Because if you think about it, Tom Clancy's done pretty well for himself. I assume he's an ex-serviceman. I've never really paid too much attention, but I know his books are boring as shit, because I tried to read one once and it was about 50 pages of planning. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude, I don't give a fuck about the plan, just do it. Do it, man. Do it. So strange. And it's just one of those things where if you like that kind of stuff, you're probably going to love him, but he gets a lot of critical acclaim because it's very authentic. It's close to the military spec of these operations and these situations, but when you're reading a book, you want to be entertained. You don't want to be told about, you know, 9 different ways to breach a fucking door. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and you take care now.